here. Yeah, we in the motherfucking house. I think these Neanderthals, they ready to run up in the goddamn cave right now. They ready to get off the street. Cause they know goddamn it, if something coming back and we team up, his ass ain't got a chance. They gonna beat the brakes off his ass. You feel what I'm saying? That's right. The Annunakis is back and goddamn it. And a lot of them already down here. You see what I'm saying? Me and you and me. You feel what I'm saying? They up there looking and they gonna miss that coming around the corner, left and right, going upside their goddamn head. They're gonna be up there and they're gonna catch one. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, we got a lot of video tonight. We want to drop and things of that nature, and we want to speak because when there's a season of openness to a certain concept. See, people don't understand that. You see, and this is why I master teaching. I know when people's mind open up for a certain level of awareness to a topic, I get on the surfboard. I'm like the Silver Surfer. You feel what I'm saying? I get in that lane. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm just dropping black divinity all over the place. I know how to use this subject in a way to enlighten the people. You feel what I'm saying? To enlighten them with reality, to enlighten them to their greatness. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And a lot of these Neanderthals know that this is a reality that many of us, the great ones and shit, can manifest an enlightening, an awakening in many of our people, during these times. And so, yeah, so you got a lot of white people out here. They most definitely are concerned about this. You see, and they don't, and they wouldn't like, the Neanderthal don't like giving black people no type of, no credit, no unnecessary awareness, or no unnecessary nothing. So to be in a time like this, talking about, and you say we ain't even, had civilization, but now a lot of people are saying that some highly advanced aliens could be coming from another goddamn galaxy, another planet, to hook up with black people down here. Yeah, why is this, all of a sudden out of nowhere, something like this could, pop up. But the thing is that our people in esoterical teachings from the ancient world already had, when you go into Dendera, and not just Dendera, they got the celestial constellations and calculations, astro calculations of the stars up in many of the temples. I believe they got them at Esna. You got it at Esna, and I know there's at Dendera, and and from my understanding, because it's some temples that I haven't even been to, and so but when you look up, you will see all the deities and shit up in the ceiling, in the as icons and mascots and different stars and constellations. Those are the Anunnaki. But what you don't realize is those deities and those goddesses and are only symbolic of us down here. That this is so above, so below. You feel what I'm saying? This is a mirror, and what you see and what you see up there is a reflection of what's down here. So that's just like Christ. You can't be up there looking and thinking something. Yeah, it's coming. You understand? It's the seasons. It's the seasons. Is when certain and I do believe that that it's like a cosmic clock, and and everything will come in alignment, and that's what it speaks. That certain things, and it will usher in a golden age, and we're gonna talk about that tonight. It will usher in a golden age for our people, where our ability to connect will be so heightened at that time. You feel me? That it will be much, because things will appear that will, will really wake us up to the reality that hell, a lot of the things that we've been reading in the ancient world, it is not likely, but it is true. You see, it's not likely to be true, but it is very much true. You see, and so you got to, you got these white people out here making, and it's hard for them to say, to hear that, that these aliens could be black. You see, yeah, it's hard for them to accept. Yeah, thank you, family. Yeah, it's hard for them to accept that these aliens could be black. But I done already told you that alien is El Elyon, Elyon, which means the most high solar deity. And we are the physical representation of that deity. That's us. We are the SON of the SUN. That's us. The SON is the SUN manifested in the flesh. That's who we are. And all the other elements, the cosmos, all those elements are inside of us. We are the cosmos made flesh. And that's very significant about us, that we got to understand. And that's why we got to dig deeper off into the sciences, you see, and dig deeper off into these elements, you feel me, and these minerals and all these things that are in us so that we can harness the power, of our divinity. We can't just say, oh, we divine. You got to harness it. You got to exercise it. No different than you exercise a muscle. You feel me? You got to exercise your connection to the cosmos. We got some crazy. They just show you, they jump on the bandwagon because they think it's a game. But see, again, when you see this, you can see that white people still don't know. You see, because they go to they on the mundane level. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, they beneath consciousness. They you know what I'm saying? They subpar consciousness. You see, no consciousness. Yeah, they don't understand, and they're just like the religious shit. When they talk, they don't know what the fuck they talking about. And so they watching us because they know we gonna breathe life into any goddamn subject. Let's listen to this crazy ass Neanderthal. We're gonna get right on this shit. That's right, Black Carbon in the house. Carbon Christ. The Carbon Christ. That's you. That's right. That's you. The Carbon Christ. Let me see what that was at. Let me see. There you go, right there. Here you go. Let's start with this.
Of the alien walking the streets of Atlanta. Don't know what I'm talking about? Take a look at this.
Space guy, man. Hey, bro, hey, can you tattoo alien flag? Yeah, I guess, right? But I'm trying to get two.
That just show you right there. They'll put up all type of this. See, that's a motherfucker on the mundane. He's so he's subpar consciousness, no consciousness. You see, that's what I'm telling you. And we sitting up here breaking this shit down, and we know the reality of what it is. This just show you how far away from the truth these Neanderthals is. But when you are not connected to the cosmos, then that's what you expect. We didn't expect him, but they just tell you cannot go behind no Neanderthal thinking you gonna get no black divinity. You're not gonna go behind no Neanderthal and think you gonna get no black divinity. You ain't gonna go behind no nigga that go behind no goddamn Neanderthal. And must I say that again? You're not gonna go behind no nigga that go behind a Neanderthal and think you gonna connect. You got to wake up. I'm just showing you what's on the move down, and then I'm gonna bring you a brother who gonna clean this Neanderthal up.
Two teardrop, okay, dog. I took out the whole solar system. What the hell you talking about, what? You know I need the teardrop big time, what? What's that, Zola? Yeah, but RP Zola, you know what going 12 RP that what?
People in Atlanta are starting to believe that we have a real alien living amongst us and walking amongst us.
Oh, Craggy, you the one believe with your goddamn weirdo looking ass. Look at this motherfucker. You bird beaked it motherfucker. You sitting up in here looking like, I don't know what you look like. Elmer Fudd looking ass motherfucker. Yeah, he looking like Elmer Fudd. You saw that dude, you saw him, he out there. Yeah, up there looking like a straight pervert. Yeah, look at him. Look like, you know what I'm saying? Look like he didn't took two to the nose already. He did him a video. He didn't sniffed him about 4 lines straight. You understand? No chaser. And now he gonna come up here doing videos. Listen, Neanderthal, you trying to throw our people a misdirection. See, this is what they do. He don't know no. He's a devil, and that's what the devil gonna do. That's what the devil gonna do.
Yeah, but RP's all that. You know what? Going 12, RP that what? Get what? The folk, hey, boy, I'm still stepping behind that shit. I don't know, bro. Hey, look, man. Shit, y'all licking the shit.
So if you're from the Atlanta area, let me know if you've run into the alien from Atlanta, and what are your thoughts? Real, or is that some type of costume? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and as always, I'd love to hear from you.
Neanderthal, find you a cave, the nearest cave, and get up in there and quit trying to perpetrate the fraud. You trying to mislead the people. You see, that's why we got to get up out here and get on and let them know. You see, yeah, we got to let them know this is about solar divinity. That's what a lot of people not talking about when they talk about the Anunnakis. You talking about the children of the sun. You feel what I'm saying? And they right down here on this planet. And when these stars align and their consciousness rise, they gonna come. They gonna come from right down out of goddamn Chicago and Baltimore and Detroit and St. Louis and Los Angeles and Atlanta. You hear what I'm saying? In New Orleans and all over the goddamn United States. Yeah, they gonna start coming. That's where they gonna come from. You sitting up there in Mars and all of that is just code words for a lot of these black cities down here. These black meccas is where they're going to rise up. That's where they're going to come from. Motherfucker going to be looking and then they're going to see niggas is going to be, yeah, their eyes going to be glowing and shit. And they're going to be right down here on the planet. You feel what I'm saying? These stars and these constellations is going to align. They didn't put that all in Dendera. You understand? To think that it's fake, that's real. You see? They've been, you know, but the people that only been on the planet or their consciousness only been on the planet for about 2 days and 2 days from going back up off this goddamn planet. 2 days out the caves, 2 days going back. 2 days out the cave, 2 days going back. Let me put this brother in here. He gonna talk about it. I want him to drop some science on this too. You feel me? Get this Neanderthal out of here. Yeah, get him on up out of here. We can't have no more Neanderthals telling us about no black divinity. That goddamn Neanderthal was in the cave. He ain't seen no damn alien. He the goddamn alien. You see what I'm saying? Shit. We the alien. He the alien. You see? Yeah. There, let me get on in here. Let me drop this one in here. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me get out of here. Drop this video in here with the brother. I think here it go right here. Let me put it on in there. Let's go. Let's get it.
Aliens that you should not ignore. The idea of 7-foot-tall black aliens has actually been a part of American pop culture and even religion for a very long time. But first, let me share this piece of the puzzle. This is an interview from just a short few years ago from a guy who says he's an Air Force officer, and he says that when a large cigar-shaped craft landed on his Air Force base, out came 7-foot-tall, African-looking aliens. The audio is authentic. Somebody made an AI video of it, but the audio is authentic. Listen.
The back of this craft opened up and several hundred young men with huge, heavy weapons came out of two sides of the ship and formed a protection line around the ship. And these people at that Air Force base
American. They were about 6'4", 6'5". These tight-fitting black leather outfits on, and the weapons that they came out of the ships with, they were huge, a huge weapon. And if you've ever seen a race of people that were conquerors that has never been conquered, they've got this look about them.
All that just to say that tall, African-looking men coming out of spaceships or UFOs is not a new idea. Some of us apparently have been thinking about this for a very long time, for one reason or another. I don't know everything about it, but it is an idea that's been with us for a while, and now that idea is back again. Aren't these wild times we live in? By the way, 3-Eye Atlas, the object, is heading this way. It'll be at the closest point to Earth on October the 29th. That's exactly 80 days from right now. Let me know what you think about it in the comments.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you at the minimum. Do you know how this? What this is doing is going. At the from the greatest level of consciousness, our people are going to become much closer to the astro theology. You see what I'm saying? They're going to start tapping into a lot of these ancient cultures and their astro theologies and religiosities that's dealing with these constellations and how, it connects to us as a people. Man, this is going to have our people much more conscious about their connection to the cosmos, and that's a win. That's a win. They're gonna come up out of a lot of that damn religion, but they got to stay grounded in this. They can't get, we don't want to see a motherfucker, not be able to get back down on earth. A lot of you niggas go up and you just don't come back down. You see? Say we coming for our gold, celestial reparations. That's goddamn right. You see what I'm saying? You goddamn right. You know what I'm saying? But just to understand the seasons and the stars and these eons, and we're most definitely coming into a great age. When you see these motherfuckers underlining talk, we are coming into a great age. I'm gonna talk about that the Yugas tonight too. So if y'all up and y'all can hold off for a minute, we're gonna talk about the Yugas. I just wanted to drop, this is the intro video. If you can stay up for a little bit, I know, well, shit, it's Friday. I didn't even realize it was Friday. These goddamn days be going by so goddamn fast. You see, but time is man created. You feel what I'm saying? So I didn't even realize it was Friday. So maybe y'all can stay up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, Elon want to go to Mars, but we already been there. You understand? Not only are we are Mars. Shit. We all the motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? This shit. We the gods and shit. You feel what I'm saying? That's us. Shit, Montu. That's who Mars is. Mars is Montu. You feel what I'm saying? We are the damn moon. Shit, what the hell? We all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, the reality is, we got some more information we going to drop. I hope family is connecting. I hope family is doing research. Just don't fall for anything. Yeah, just don't fall for anything. Let me see, Sadie, is going around right now. I say actual footage, huh? Say they got some actual footage. I believe it. I'm going to most definitely be looking for it. But anyway, family, we be right black. I want y'all to arm yourself with now. Listen, it's up there right now. If y'all ain't been over there to Patreon, it's up there right now. Electric Melanin and the explosive black mind. The video is electric and it's explosive. For all my brothers out there, I know you might be rubbing your forehead on the rug, your prayer rugs and all that. Well, it's time to put the rugs up, get you some cocoa butter, rub your little your melanin missing on your forehead and rub you some cocoa butter in there. Maybe it'll come back. Get on out there in the sun. The Ishmael enigma is up there. The paradox of Islam is over. Get over there and get it today. This is General Sarah Soon Seti. I'll be right black. Arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black Pop.